Excuse me, what did I not see?
The prior game between Saidin and Parzival.
I did not see that as I was playing at the time. I have been informed by Isidoric that in order to win, Parzival does need to win two best of threes. So Saidin will have two chances as he was the victor of the previous match. It
Alright.
essentially becomes a best of nine between the two of them, split up into three groups, where Saidin has taken the first one already.
Alright, so this is going to be a TVT on Cloud Kingdom. This is our finals. Game number 1 between our Red Terran Saidin in the top right against the Teal Terran Parzival in the bottom left. And as I was saying before, there was a game on this map, because we've been using this map as the starting map for every series, between these two players. Parzival and Saidin went for an early Reaper harass, and Parzival tried to do a counter push with some Hellions and a Banshee. Didn't work out so well, and Saidin's just massive economy ended up taking him the day, as well as a bunch of medevacs having some unkillable drops. So we'll see just how similar their strategies are this time.
We do see an interesting scout from Parzival. If you look, his SCV's actually rallied to be right there.
He
I
might be
wonder
doing
if he's
the
going to
cheese.
be. Yeah, I wonder if he's going to be bunker rushing, to be honest.
Oh, and he gets out
And
just before that. Yes.
oh my god.
This is gonna be
a
a battle.
proxy Rax that close. That takes some gall.
And that
Oh dear.
the SCV from Saidin just barely missed that from its vision. So this is going to just completely blindside him. But he's going to see. He does have the scout coming out though, so he's going to see that there is no Rax in the
Correct.
main.
Yep. But the question is, will it be too late? The barracks are already a little over half done.
Do you think he's going to go for Reapers with that gas? Can he get that 50 gas in time?
You know what? I don't think he's going to be able to get that 50 gas in time. I think, honestly, his only option here is to try to build a Marine. He has to be able to counter that proxy Rax. The other big deal is going to be him finding it, to be honest, even though it's right there. He has to be able to see it.
And he has to know something is up at this point. He's gone through the entire base. He has seen absolutely nothing.
And interestingly, he's gone for a tech lab. I wonder if that was
Ooh.
on accident. I wonder if he meant to make that a proxy reactor.
Well, it might also be just the old school proxy marauder rush.
It is. It is.
It
you
is.
know,
All right.
that's a brilliant call. So that'll be a proxy marauder.
Yeah, this was it's surfaced from time to time. We've seen this actually in the GSL a couple times. Just quick marauders are so hard to deal with, and he is going to see it. The SCV is going to see it at the last second.
But the question is, what can he really do about it? He's going to make a Reaper, but the Reaper is not going to hold his own against that Marauder.
He needs to wall off that ramp, maybe get a bunker up on top. He is going to wall it off immediately.
But that Marauder will be able to focus down either the Reaper or the SCV's micro to take down that. Okay, and the building will not be continued. This Reaper will not have enough health to deal with this. And it looks like Parzival, with a creative cheese, will be able to take the first game. He needs to make sure that there cannot be enough units coming out of that to destroy his Marauder.
With the two barracks, he actually might be able to get some Marines out, but he's doing. One Marauder actually goes down.
We have to also keep in mind that Parzival behind this can make more units at his bases. His mining is not being interrupted despite those, except, excuse me, for those 4 SCVs. And he does have 2 Marauders out, and
that bunker is getting close, but that's the last SCV. He has to snipe that SCV before that bunker gets up.
This is true. That
Two
SCV
Marines, they're focusing down the Marauder.
The Marauder, the micro. This is really just a battle of micro at the moment.
And one Marauder is trying to get up there. He wants to get... Oh, but the bunker never finished. He did get the SCV. That bunker is null and void.
Yeah, it should be cancelled here.
This, actually... Saidin has more SCVs. Well, now they're tied, but 13 SCVs to 13 SCVs.
But keep in mind, Parzival is not done with this aggression.
That is true.
There are
And
15 workers lost. Excuse me, there were 4 units, so there are 11 workers lost here for Saidin, so that's a lot of lost mining and a lot of lost minerals. Parzival is ahead by about 2 times, or half of the minerals lost right now. The resources lost, excuse me.
Looks like it. That one Marauder evened it up a little bit, but it's... Yeah, he's now falling way behind. It's 10 SCVs for Saidin to 14 from Parzival. And Parzival did lose a few SCVs in the initial rush, but again, the damage was just too much, and it is not stopping.
SCVs are being pulled for Parzival, so he is all in on this. He's going to take all 3 Marauders. This will be interesting to see what Saidin can do to stop this. He does have another barracks going down. He should have 6 Marines out, but the question is, can 6 Marines take on 3 Marauders? And is he going to snipe the Marauder?
Oh, he wants to so bad, but he does. He does.
And keep in mind, Parzival did research concussive grenades. This is a slick move by him to make sure that he can kill those Marines with his SCVs. Bad engagement. He needs a surround. He needs to not be engaging into a choke point. Oh, the Marauder might go down.
It does go down, but there might be just too many SCVs. Another Marauder coming up to join the fight. And that bunker in the back, if that bunker in the back can actually finish, he might be able to stabilize, but he's so far behind in supply at this point.
Yes,
Marauders just keep wreaking havoc.
To pull, or to create SCVs behind this. He needs to kill that Marine. He needs to...
Bunker is done.
The bunker is done. I'd be interested to see him... and he will just try to continue the economic damage that he's doing. And that will be cleaned up. So all in all, 37 workers, or 37 units lost to 26, and right about even in resources.
Yeah, and we have 7 SCVs now for Parzival, excuse me, and 5 for Saidin. So this is about as low econ as it gets. Fortunately, both sides have mules, so the game will go on for a little longer.
Oh, but here we have... Parzival is bringing another SCV. I'm interested. He has rallied it right about here in front of that gas. So I'm interested. He might be making another barracks to continue Marauder production. So this could turn into a proxy 2 racks. No, he will be creating a bunker at the bottom of the ramp. So these 3 Marauders will go in. They'll do what damage they can. 4 Marauders. And then we will see...
I'm not sure if he has quite enough to stay.
No, it's questionable, especially with that SCV pull. That was a good move. Oh, the Marauders are...
they can kite those Marines somewhat with the concussive shells and that extra range, but... Oh, and he does snipe the SCV. That was very important. Oh, but those Marines are going to get cleaned up now with a little extra micro from Parzival.
Okay, and he has created a second command center. This is incredibly important. Even if that just becomes an orbital and just creates mules for Parzival, he will be ahead a significant amount in potential income with 2 orbitals, excuse me, to 1. But can he keep that barracks alive is becoming the question now, as 3 barracks are out producing constant Marines.
That is very true, but do you think after this, if he kills this barracks, can he do a counter push and just win?
Oh, the stim might not get out.
Oh. He is focusing down. He just switched the Marauder briefly. He doesn't... That's such a gamble because you do not know how long that stim has, but it will be in time.
And that stim was not cancelled in time. Oh, and... Oh my goodness, he might actually... This SCV probably wasn't meant to be there, actually. The barracks will make it out.
Does not cancel the bunker, and the barracks is out, but there are a lot of Marines, and they want revenge.
There's a factory and a barracks coming out, so my guess is that we'll see Widow Mines with mass Marines, as Hellions wouldn't be quite as effective. The question is, can Parzival get that Widow Mine out? Can he get any defense out in time to stop this push from Saidin? I think not, personally.
He's got a bunker on the way, but yeah, it does not look like it's going to finish quite in time if Saidin goes straight home.
It'll be interesting to see if he plays this a little safer and waits for those reinforcements, because if he does, he'll actually be losing. Oh, goodness. Okay, here comes the push.
Yep, that's going to get there just for the bunker, and that might be it.
It'll be interesting to see how Parzival micros this with his SCVs. He does have a fair number of SCVs. If he can get a surround, this will be just... Oh, very, very nice surround. He's
trying to
essentially
loop around, but
these like Zerglings, just to stop the movement of the enemy Marines so that he can get shots in. Perfect micro. Very nice. And now only 4 Marines left, and he's ahead on economy a significant amount with that second base.
yeah, he has, even after all of that, Saidin has actually killed 24 SCVs, Parzival has killed 20, and Parzival is up by 4 SCVs right now, and that second base, as you said, is so key in keeping up that economic advantage, because not only with the SCVs, but all those mules in a low econ game make such a difference.
Okay, interesting tech choice by Saidin. He is going for combat shields first, as Stimpack would just take unnecessary damage to his Marines. So he'll take that extra 10 health and try to use that against Parzival with his low Marine count. This is interesting. So we have 4 Marines here, which would not win, but they will be reinforced by a sufficient amount to create a numbers advantage. But Parzival is, in fact, continuing to reinforce. And he does have that reactored factory down now. He'll be building 2 Hellions at a time for map control.
And it looks like Parzival is actually going for combat shield first as well, because that stim never finished.
Second concussive shells.
Sorry?
It's post-concussion shell.
The combat shields?
Yes.
Okay.
Parzival already has... So it'll be interesting if we see more Marauders. Oh, and the Hellions should be able to clean this up easily, as those Marines are a light unit.
They are, but getting that angle is actually more difficult than it usually looks. Extra damage is nice, but only if it splashes.
Correct. We do see a defensive setup coming out from Saidin. He is building a bunker towards his natural. He is finishing orbital command upgrade on his second command center, but we have to keep in mind it is later than Parzival's, so Parzival will have a significant economic advantage to the tune of about 200 minerals right now, and they're equal on gas with 23 harvesters to 21.
That gap has closed somewhat. Before it was more, like 4 or 5. Now it's just down to 2. And that is partially because Saidin has killed now 30 SCVs to Parzival's 21.
Right, but we do also have to keep in mind that while it may seem logical that because Saidin has killed more SCVs, he killed them at a worse time, if that makes sense. So despite 21 to 30 being the numbers, I would give an argument that Parzival actually has done significantly more economic damage, reflected in the later orbital command, to be honest.
And you could also see like all the lost mining time at the start that Saidin had to deal with while Parzival was still mining away happily back home. That isn't really reflected in those numbers.
Correct. So we do have to keep in mind situations instead of just numbers. Interesting that Parzival decides to keep 2 Hellions back home as a defense for a Marine counterattack. To be honest, with the contain he has right now, I'd like to see him bring those Hellions forward because he could probably use them for damage more than for map control or safety right now, as neither should be looking to expand anytime soon. Parzival is getting behind on his orbital command energy. He has 2 mules that could go down.
Just drop those now.
Okay. I'm wondering if he's going to save for a scan, or if he's content with what he knows about what Saidin is doing. Saidin is getting the essential starport out, while Parzival actually has his down and reacted already, excuse me. So we will see 1 medevac coming out already. That lead is significant. If for no other reason than he needs it to finish quicker so that he can move that reinforced distance. Because we'll keep in mind that Saidin is defending at his base. It is very fast to reinforce from his own structures, while Parzival has to deal with that delay.
Absolutely, and he's coming down the ramp, which might be a mistake with all those Hellions in that choke point.
Yeah,
oh, they're just hungry for Marines.
That's absolutely... Oh, that would actually be game-ending, to be honest.
That might very well... He's going in now. He's going for that bunker. No SCVs there to repair.
Yeah, and that'll have done enough damage moving through that choke point. This is the importance of where to engage.
Oh, and 2 Widow Mines coming up as well.
And that should be used just as a defensive maneuver. Oh, and 1 Widow Mine too far. The other one will die.
Maybe? Oh, just too quick.
Okay, but it'll be interesting because I wonder if Parzival will continue to push this. He will. Okay, and Saidin GG's.
There's the GG. Alright. That was quite the game.
That was very interesting. A great showing from both players.
Absolutely. That was beautifully held at the start, but it just a little bit too much damage, and that move down the choke allowed Parzival to finally crack open